Hello, this is Brian Resney, President of Resney Wealth Management. I'm bringing an important update about the economy and the investment market so you can better understand exactly what we see in the global landscape. You know, every single week I try to do one of these update videos, usually on Wednesdays or Thursdays. Of course, we're going into the 4th of July weekend, which is a pretty slow week, generally speaking, in all markets. We made a couple adjustments within our global tactical opportunity portfolio at the beginning of the week, essentially adding more into the mid and small cap within the U.S. marketplace. One simple reason: the U.S. marketplace has been relatively stronger. We actually offloaded or sold what was left of our small cap emerging markets because it started lagging as of the beginning of last month. And when this starts happening, relative weakness usually brings some more relative weakness. Now, I could talk a lot about the emerging markets and why, in fact, they should actually be doing better than the U.S. economy or the U.S. stock market. But simply, they're weaker. They're going down in value, and we're going to step aside from that weakness, and we're going to be in what's relatively strong. Now, I firmly believe one day, whether it's next month or 5 years down the road or somewhere in between, emerging market equities will probably get added back into our portfolio. We're watching them closely, but at the end of the day, what we're seeing is relative strength, mostly in the U.S. marketplace. We've also made a couple adjustments into some of our fixed income area. I firmly believe that the sell-off of traditional bond investments and alternative income investments was a little overdone, but we're just not seeing the bounce back as I indicated that I was looking for as we went into this week. So we made a few adjustments there. We're in a couple areas still within alternative fixed income. We're going to watch those, of course, closely, and more adjustments will be made if necessary. Again, we don't make knee-jerk reactions, but we follow a fairly methodical approach when we look at our portfolio management, and we want to make sure that we're in areas that are, again, relatively strong, but also show great opportunity for income purposes if it's some of our alternative income investment assets. Generally speaking, U.S. economy is showing some signs of life. Not fast life, not fast growth, but, decent. And we keep seeing these improving data sets. If we look around the world, generally speaking, emerging markets are doing well on the economy side, but again, their markets tend to be pretty weak. One of the biggest hit areas overall in the fixed income area that we saw was really emerging market bonds. And generally speaking, these emerging market bonds really should not have been hit that hard, because generally speaking, interest rates in those countries are substantially higher than in the U.S. And if in fact their economies are slowing down a little bit in the emerging market, they have a chance to reduce rates, which should bring bond prices up. But you saw the knee-jerk reaction to those. So again, I'm glad to say that a good chunk of our emerging market bonds were actually sold back in the end of May, so we escaped a lot of the carnage in the month of June in the emerging market bond space. But we're watching these things closely. That doesn't mean at some point in time we actually may add some of those back into the portfolio, but we're watching things and we will make adjustments accordingly. I hope all of our clients have a great 4th of July weekend. Of course, if you're a client and you have questions about your portfolio, please call the office. If you're not a client and want to become a client, we always like taking on new clients who are nice people to do business with. Call our office and schedule a consultation. We invite you to experience the difference Resney Wealth Management provides. Again, have yourself a safe and profitable 4th of July weekend, and have yourself a good time with your family and loved ones. Have a great weekend.